All right, we're a little dusty inside, but not too bad. Let's see, we got a big chunky voltage switch here. Does this move? Not gonna fight with that too much, being that it's set to 120. All right, we got our giant transformer in there. Let's see, let's give you a better view. There we go. Yeah, a little dirty, but nothing too terrible. All right. Tuning mechanism works. All right, I'm not seeing anything right off the top that looks blown up. I don't know where this guy has fuses, if any. Let's see, nothing on the back. Let's see, you switched or unswitched. All right, we've got one of each. And let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any fuses on the top, so let's take a look at the bottom before we plug it in and see if there's anything going on there. All right, not seeing anything too scary here either. A little bit of spider webs. But yeah, nothing jumping out at me as burned. I don't think. No. So we will layer back down, turn it on, and see what our symptoms really are here. All right, volume down. Set this guy to aux. And flip the power switch, and indeed, it appears that nothing happens. Let's see. Yep. Nothing moving around. It's not just the lights off. Yep, we got a lot of nothing. All right. Let's have a poke around and see what we can find. See if I can get this someplace you can see it. Not really. That kind of works. All right. So, looking for AC. Let's see what we've got across. Okay. So we got 102 across the, let's see, it's the switched outlet with it off. We have 102 across here. Something ain't right there. Let's see. Okay, we've got 102, switch it on, then we get 120. 102 with it off. Something not right there. All right, then the unswitched. What do we got down here? All right, we've got our 120 down there. So something is not right with our switching circuit, among other things. Why do we have power going to the switched outlet even when it's off? I do believe I'm going to have to do a little bit of studying up on this. And yeah, I'm going to go do that, and we will be right back. All right, now it's a couple days later, and I am not much smarter, but I want to take a look at things here anyway, start poking around a little bit. What I'm going to do is I just want to troubleshoot some, check out, kind of what's going on both sides of the circuit and see if anything's different from side to side, see if we can find anything interesting going on there. I don't really know what the valid troubleshooting procedures are here and didn't find anything in a quick search. So I'm going to start by looking at the output stages here, and this is with the amp unplugged. So all I'm going to check here is the resistance between just the different sets of terminals on the output stages, and see if there's anything interesting going on here. All right, not seeing anything too interesting there. I think we'll flip it over now and check out the filter caps. All right, so let's see. I think my meter here can actually do capacitors. All right, so these are supposed to be, I believe, 10,000 microfarad, or 10,000, what is it? Yeah, microfarad, that sounds right. Not getting much of a reading here. Not sure if that's my meter or if that's actually a bad capacitor. Let's try the other one. All right, that is 9.9 millifarads, which is pretty close to where we should be. Let's see. In case you don't have a meter that can do capacitors, let's just flip this over to reading ohms. And what we should see is the see, I'm not really watching my polarity here, but we should see the reading go up as it charges, or if it's already charged a little bit from the capacitor reading that we just did, it might go down if the polarity is the other way. But either way, we should see it either growing or going down to 0 and then going back up as the capacitor charges. Okay, so this is doing what we would expect. You can see that the resistance of the capacitor is going up as we put a charge on it. So that's behaving the way we would expect. And then if we look at the other one, we have a constant 0.7 ohms. That is not what we want to see. So something over here is problematic. Let's pull the leads off and test the capacitor on its own and see if we can figure out if it's the capacitor or the circuit around it. Okay, that was a good deal uglier than I expected to get that all taken off. All right, now let's check it out of the circuit. Okay, that is now charging. So it is not the capacitor itself that is the problem. Interesting. All right, let's just confirm that with the capacitance reading here. All right. That is pretty close to what we would expect to see. If we look at the other one, yep. All right. So if both of the capacitors are good, then the next thing we have to figure out is why are we basically shorted between here and at least one of these. All right, let's see if we can figure out who it is. All right, that's my 0.7. Okay, that's in the meg ohm range, which is probably just conduction through me. That's my 0.7. And this one is, okay, that's back in the meg ohm range, which is again the probably more conduction through me. So 0.7, so it's this one that is the problem. So where does this guy go? Okay. Moves up in, goes up inside here. And we're gonna have to flip back over and see what's going on the other side. Okay, so it's this one here, which is coming up through the channel here. So I think I'm once again going to have to take a hiatus to potentially get a little bit smarter, figure out what's going on in this whole arena. Wouldn't surprise me if one of these transistors here is cranky. Just trying to look at what's going on here. Yeah, we just got some little filter cap or little yeah, ceramic caps here. Not positive what these guys are about. Let's see. Let's do a little poking around. All right, so these two pads here are where, so remember our problem was this line here. These run up through here and then come up here and here. So if we ground out one side here, so on this side, we get our charging behavior as we're charging the capacitor down here, because this is, yeah, connected there. So let's see, which one was it? Was it this guy? Yeah, this gives us our charging behavior that we can see. And then this one, which is completely disconnected from the capacitor, has our 7 ohm or 0.7 ohms to ground. So this thing is much more shorted than it should be on this side. All right, so another common failure mode on these guys is the bridge rectifier. So that is here, let's see, here and here. These are the outer edges of the rectifier. Here, I believe. So given that we've got our issues here, with the whole circuit put together, it's kind of hard to get this sorted out. So I'm going to see if we can remove the rectifier, or at least this half of it, and see what things look like from there. Yep, 0.5 ohm either direction. That is no longer a diode. So I guess the next step is I have to see if I can, I don't know if I can get another one of these little assemblies, or if I'll have to go see if I can figure out what exactly the diode is. So yeah, we'll see about getting that replaced, and then see if we can magic YouTube our way into dropping a new one in and seeing what that gets us. All right, so did a little bit of research, and this looks like a somewhat attainable part. It looks like there's a Toshiba 5151 or something like that that is this same 5 amp dual diode pack. But that's going to take some time to order, and I am impatient. So while we're waiting for that to see if this is actually going to work, I'm just going to make a little diode bridge here out of a couple of power diodes. These are good for 15 amps. They're a little overkill for what we're doing here, but we're going to make a little replacement here and see if we can get any further. All right, so after a little more playing around, I realized that my power diodes here are only good for, I think it's 50 volts, and the cross here is actually 66-ish volts, and so therefore that's why I was popping my diodes here, and so I put together this monstrosity, which is again not really recommended, but since I have a bunch of these power diodes, I figured I may as well give this a shot. So yeah, these don't really add linearly the way I'm assuming they do, but this should work well enough to, see if this is going to work. And if it does, then we can go about getting the real dual diode pack that goes in this thing ordered, and go about getting it replaced. So without further ado, let's try once again powering this thing on. And the fuse didn't blow, so that's a good start. That would be the relay coming in. That's good. Then if we look at the DC voltage on the good channel, we have minus 45-ish. And if we look now at the questionable channel, we have positive 45. How awesome is that? So it looks like our little diode monstrosity is actually doing what it's supposed to do. So now let's see if this thing actually works. Let's hook up some speakers and see if we can break something else. All right, a little different view than we normally have here, but I can't exactly lay this thing back down. I guess I could lay it upside down. Let's do that. So, let's turn it all the way down. This is so weird with it upside down. Turn it on. And there she clicks in. So let's enable, let's see, let's switch over to FM. Well, we've got some life there. We'll hit speakers A. Hey, we have noise. All right, that's enough to confirm that something is working. And so now we'll switch over to some music that I have permission to use. All right, feels like our balance switch is pretty cranky. Our volume knob is pretty cranky, but all of that can be handled with little deoxit. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how we're looking right now. So next step is just going to be picking up the appropriate dual diode pack. Pretty sure a Toshiba 5151 will work for that. I think that's 200 volts. Which should be more than enough to handle the 66 there, and I'm pretty sure it's 5 amps that they need, so that should be good. Yeah, so I don't know, I may shoot another video doing the deoxit cleanup and putting that last piece in, or I might not really sure. But either way, I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is probably the most obnoxious troubleshoot that I've done since starting this channel. And yeah, I'm really glad that I got to make a little monstrosity and show y'all that, you know, some of this janky engineering does indeed work. Yeah, so that's about what we're going to have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and we will see you in the next one.